the labyrinth. No one truly knows what fate has in store for them. Even the most successful people once stood at the crossroads of uncertainty, unsure whether they would ever achieve their dreams. But they all had one thing in common. They gave their best effort and never gave up, no matter the circumstances. The path to success is like a labyrinth, a complex maze where you can only see a few steps ahead, but never the entire journey. You don't know what obstacles or opportunities lie beyond the next turn. Sometimes, the road you're walking on might lead to a dead end. For most people, this uncertainty is terrifying, and that fear stops them from ever reaching what they desire. But successful individuals are different. They don't fear the maze. They embrace it and keep moving forward. Why compare success to a labyrinth instead of a tunnel? Because a tunnel only leads in one direction. You follow it blindly until you reach the end. But a labyrinth is different. It is full of choices, multiple paths, and opportunities to change direction. If you hit a dead end, you can turn around and find another way forward. Life works the same way. Maybe your business isn't growing as you expected. Bills are piling up, rent is due, employees need salaries, and expenses are exceeding profits. It feels like a dead end. So, does that mean you should give up? Absolutely not. There are always options. You can find a cheaper location, reduce staff, or move your business online to cut operational costs. You adapt, pivot, and keep going. Your journey will never be easy. Challenges will appear when you least expect them, and there will be twists, some good, some bad. That's why you must remain flexible, resilient, and focused on your goal. No matter how many obstacles you face, never give up. The supreme ordeal. You've probably seen this moment in movies. The hero, exhausted and battered, faces a monstrous enemy. They are at their breaking point, physically, emotionally, and mentally drained, just one step away from giving up. But this isn't just a cinematic trope. Every successful person goes through their own supreme test, a moment where everything seems impossible, where they stand face to face with the greatest challenge of their life. This is the ultimate trial, the moment that defines whether they will rise or fall. Take, for example, a talented cook who dreams of opening a restaurant but lacks the money to make it happen. Or a musician who has poured their heart and soul into creating songs, only to be rejected by every record label. These moments of crushing defeat are the hero's ultimate test, the point where many give up, but a few keep fighting. J.K. Rowling, the famous author of Harry Potter, experienced this firsthand. Can you believe that no publishing house wanted to print Harry Potter initially? Rowling was on the verge of giving up. She was financially struggling, filled with self-doubt, and began to wonder, was she really such a terrible writer? But here's the truth. Even when hope is slipping away, you must never give up. The biggest test in your life often arrives right before your greatest success. And when you push through, every effort, every sacrifice, and every moment of struggle starts to make sense. Take Lane Beachley, for example, the champion surfer whose story we explored earlier. The world sees her as a positive, unstoppable force, but even she had her darkest moments. In 1996, Lane faced chronic fatigue syndrome, a condition that drained her of energy and left her constantly exhausted. It happened at the worst possible time, right when she was at the peak of her career, preparing for major surfing competitions. The illness made her frustrated, irritable, and weak. She knew she needed rest, but her heart longed to be in the water, surfing. For Lane, surfing wasn't just a career, it was as essential as breathing. She knew she didn't have the strength to compete at her usual level, but instead of surrendering, she made a bold decision. She traveled to Hawaii and competed anyway.